It's Saturday the 13th of May 2023 and this is my first outing to the lakes this year. I've come up to Grasmere. I've parked on the lay-by here at the side of the A591 just outside the village. And all the way up the M6 the weather was beautiful, the sun was shining, skies were blue. I've got here, I've got to Windermere should I say, and there's quite a lot of cloud about. It is clearing now and the sun's trying to come out. I've crossed the A591 and I'm heading back down the road now into the village, up towards the village should I say. I'll get to the Swan Hotel and then turn left up the lane there. And the intention today is to climb up to Stone Arthur, which is a new Wainwright to me. From there on to Great Rigg, up onto Fairfield, and then, well, so anybody's guess where I go then. The intention hopefully is to get down from Fairfield to Grasdale Tarn and then up onto Sandal, which is another new Wainwright to me. So we shall see how we go. But as I say, the day appears to be improving. Hopefully the sun will soon burn off the clouds and we'll have a nice day. I'm just approaching the Swan Hotel now, Swan Inn should I say. I'm just wondering if off to the left here is Stone Arthur, the first fell of the day hopefully. I presume this is the lane that I need. Got a nice view off to the left now to Helm Crag. Summit is in mist at the moment, as is pretty much everything else around here. I'm just approaching the second turning on the right up this lane. That should take me up in the direction of Greenhead Gill and Alcock Tarn. Nice little cascades along here. Presumably these come down from Greenhead Gill. A lovely clear water as well. It's a nice start. The path on the right here, straight on should I say, goes up to Alcock Tarn, and I want the path on the left which starts to climb steeply up in the direction of Stone Arthur. It's a pretty steep start, I don't know whether this camera will pick it up, but just about the corner of the trees here you can see 3 people going up. So that's a steady climb up there. That's the progress I've made so far. Don't be tempted to go through this gate in the wall here. Turn right and carry on with the path. And that's the view looking back over Grasmere. And at the moment the mist still isn't shifting off the tops. Again, just here there's another little gap in the wall, but once again that's not the way. Our path follows the broken wall on the left and the fence on the right. Looks like some work's been done here, as the notice just back there showed. The gradient's starting to ease quite a little now, and having gained quite a lot of height in a short climb, it's most welcome. Well, the mist appears to be getting a little thicker behind, and the next instruction is to pass the lone tree. Oh, this tree here looks pretty lonely, so I guess I'd better pass it. Again, there's more evidence of the work which is being carried out to improve the path up here, and apparently shortly further on the gradient eases again slightly. But as I said, at the moment it's thick mist, so I'm going to sit here for a few minutes. Well, the mist keeps coming and going. I've been sitting here for 5 or 6 minutes, and just out over here a few minutes ago there was the outline of a mountain, but that's disappeared again. So Stone Arthur can't be too much further off. I guess I better make my way up there and just hang around up there for a while and hope it shifts. I've just bumped into a chap who was running down here, and he tells me that in another few minutes I'll be out of the cloud inversion, and the views are stunning. I thought he was taking the mickey at first. At last the mist is starting to lift. That's the mountain I was referring to a little earlier. Still quite misty behind, but brightening up to the left. And above the crags of Stone Arthur. There's a chap on top now. I don't think this camera will pick it out for a minute. But that's good. The mist is coming and going at the moment, and Stone Arthur looks a little mistier than it did a few minutes ago. But that's the mountain that I was looking at before, which I couldn't see for quite a while. And there are quite a few people up on the ridge there. As I said, you couldn't see the mountain a few minutes ago, now let alone the people. And yet again more people further along to the left of that ridge coming and going. I've just come off the beaten track at the moment, just below the crags of Stone Arthur, to get this superb view. Don't think I've ever seen anything like this. The cloud burning away now. And as I said, I'm just below Stone Arthur. Make my way up there in a minute. And this is the view from on top of Stone Arthur. Grasmere Lake down the bottom. Crinkles across here. Bowfell. Home Crag. And that is the next climb up onto Great Rigg. That's Hallcock Torn and Grasmere Lake down the bottom.
We're going for them!
I like a bit of patriotism. Right, onwards and upwards to Great Rigg. I've seen quite a few people running past me down here, and I don't know, you can see this chap in the probably middle of the picture now, just disappearing behind some rocks. It's actually some kind of charity run for Walking with Wounded, I believe, so I'm going to bump into quite a few more, I would imagine, on the way. But just port of the way onto Great Rigg. The views from here are absolutely superb. Now that the mist has lifted, views are excellent. And just have a break, and then I'm off up here and hoping it flattens out at some stage. The route's just starting to flatten out a little bit before another longish climb and the push up onto Great Rigg. And I would presume that Great Rigg is in the centre of the picture now. And not being used to coming out on weekends, there's an awful lot of people out today. Of course, this charity run will make a big difference, but yeah, an awful lot of people out enjoying this nice weather. And here we are on Great Rigg. Quiet little spot today. Right, well, having done Great Rigg, there's a bit of a drop before the steepish climb up onto Fairfield. Just about the centre of the picture now, we'll think, is Grasmere Round. May just be able to pick that out. And then the rise up onto Sandal. Now, as I said, that remains to be seen whether I do that or not this afternoon. I'm nearing the top of Fairfield now, and I must admit there's a lot more up on this section than I remember when I did the Fairfield Horseshoe several years ago. So here I am on Fairfield at 12:15. I'm not exactly certain which is the exact top of Fairfield, but I've got to 2 or 3 cairns, and then I'm certain I've been to the top. But from this one here, if I remember right, there's a lovely view over to St Sunday Crag. There we go. And a little further over you get a view of Corfer Pike. Again down in the middle of the picture. So I think I may go and sit on these rocks over here and have a spot of lunch, being 12:15. This is the views that you get from the top of Fairfield. As I said, it's very busy today. Been fed and watered. I'll make my way back to the summit of Fairfield and then drop down to, not down there fortunately, drop down to the to Grasmere Round, and then I'll make my mind up whether I'm going to see Sandal or not. I'm dropping off Fairfield now and heading down to Grasmere Round, following this row of cairns here. And there's plenty of cairns to guide the way, I must admit. just nipped off the path to have a look across here up onto Helvellyn. St Sunday. This is the path I'm coming down, and Seat Sandal is pretty much dead ahead. With Grasmere Round now, reflecting the blue of the sky, and what started off as a pretty decent path has deteriorated somewhat. Very steep and tricky underfoot, a lot of loose shale, so it's a matter of having your wits about you going down here all the time. And to say I didn't enjoy it particularly was a gross understatement. It was awful, and one I won't be repeating. I spoke to a lady halfway up, halfway down, and she said it's much better than it used to be years ago, as the path went straight up. As you can see, pretty much this line of stones here, I would imagine. Now there is a zigzag path which goes to the left of that stretch, and even though it's probably a little easier than going straight up, it's damn difficult underfoot. So the idea now is to continue with plan B, although the climb up to Seat Sandal looks a little more steep than I thought it was originally. So I'll get down to the bottom, have 15-20 minutes of a break. I won't be going too close to Grasmere Round, unfortunately, but I'll have a break and then I'll set off up to Seat Sandal. Well, I was speaking to some people who were doing it. I think they're in the middle of the picture at the bottom here, and they said they've been watching a lot of people going around the base who are also doing the walk, so they're doing the same, and I don't suppose you can blame them really. So yeah, that looks pretty intimidating at the moment. And it's been a tough walk. You can't see the half of it from here, unfortunately, but after the stresses and strains of getting up to Fairfield, and even more so coming down from Fairfield, yeah, it's been plenty tough enough. So I've just got this last bit to go up here, and as I said, I can't be too far from the summit now, and I'll be glad to see it, I must admit. It's taken me quite a while to get up here. Well, yet another break, and I've decided I'm not quite match fit yet, not by a long way I'm afraid, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Having said that, the scenery's been absolutely beautiful, the weather's been remarkable after the mist of the early morning lifted, so no complaints from me today, I'm afraid. Like I said, when you get scenery like this, it is worth the effort that you've had to put in. And here I am at the summit of Seat Sandal. As I said, this is a new Wainwright to me. This is Skiddaw out over here with Dodd, the far left, the somewhat rounded top of Great Gable. Bow Fell once again. A little bit of cloud on top of the crinkles. And you just get a bit of a glimpse of Grasmere down below. And the route to the Fairfield Horseshoe. Well, it should be all downhill from here, but what kind of downhill, goodness only knows. I hope it's not as bad as coming down from Fairfield. There's a particularly nice view from this cairn here on the way down from Sandal. And across over here, just getting the first glimpse of Fairfield Reservoir. The path becomes more obvious looking from the top here down there. And again, lovely view in front of me. And off to the right. Looking across to Helm Crag and down into the A591. Legs are starting to feel a little bit, and my toes. I've been up to one or two rough paths today, so starting to feel the strain a little. So I've got a couple of gates in front of me here, but according to the OS map I've got to take a left turn here, so I guess it'll have to be through this one. No obvious path that I can see. It's a little awkward to get through. Follow this wall down and turn right at the bottom. Gate down in the bottom here, which I can probably pass through. Alright, I should be on track now, back down to the A591. I can hear water rushing down below me to the left, but I can't really see it. This last hour or so, having got down out of the breeze on the tops, and the paths have been quite rough, so I'm looking forward to getting down to a bit of flat and even ground for a change. I think my legs have nearly given up the ghost now. I don't think they want to do too much more. Walking back down the A591 towards the car. And still a little way off, unfortunately. Nice little stream coming down here. Oh, some little nice little cascades as well. Oh, that's been a really good walk. Plenty tough enough for the first one of the year. I think it'll take me a few days to get over it. But yeah, lovely day, beautiful weather, stunning scenery. What more can you ask for, really? Just gagging for a drink now. There's Helm Crag off up to the left. Yeah, as I said, beautiful scenery.